Welcome back, bros, to another video review, and today we have the opportunity to take a look at the Transformers the Movie Studio Series 86 Core Class Autobot Ratchet. So for the contents, this is what is included inside of this small package, and yes, he is a Core Class. This is not a Deluxe, so you are looking at it correctly. He comes with 2 of his blasters and also the instruction manuals. So I'm actually happy that they have given us 2 accessories versus 1. So let's take a closer look at this figure, and as you can see right here, the face on this figure is painted terrific and it represents Ratchet. I have no issues with that. Now the whole figure is molded out of white plastic with some painted details on the crotch and the stomach region, the hands, and then we have the decals pointed on the or put on the shoulder, which is cool. And more obviously, the windshield on the front and the side of the vehicle. So that's pretty cool. And I like that they did these neat little touches and important touches to distinguish this figure between some other figure. So now it's time for the articulation, and I must say this figure is definitely articulated. The arms go up that high. They're on like a butterfly transformation joint, so they go back this far. They go forward this high. The arm can also bend a little more than 90, as you can see right there. There is no wrist swivel. Because it's on a ball joint, I can rotate the, it's sort of a bicep swivel if you want to say, or a ball joint. The leg can go up this high. It can bend this far, which is not 90. It's a little less than that, probably about 45. There is no foot articulation or ankle rocker, but we do get, if you lift this piece up in the back, slightly out, we do get a waist rotation. So that is very good for this figure being so small. On top of that, the head will look down this low. So it's kind of like on a, well, it's not a ball joint, so it's sort of like a mushroom or a hinge, but it won't look up anymore. So other than that, we get a nice little bit of articulation and range of motion for this figure. So let's continue and do some size comparisons next. So here we are. And for size comparisons, I bought out the only Autobots that we have between the Studio Class Series, the Legacy, / Kingdom, as you can see with Optimus and Hot Rod. But just looking at how well they scale, I'm okay with this. I really wish Hot Rod would be a little smaller, but for him lining up compared to Optimus, this works terrific. Now, when it comes to the other figures, I'm not sure if those scale with this, but these 3 right here look very good. So when comparing Hot Rod to Ratchet, I must say, yes, Hot Rod is taller, but I feel like Ratchet is more, it's less hollow than Hot Rod. And then when it comes to Ratchet to to Optimus Prime, I feel like they're about the same, but Optimus Prime does have some hollowness in his legs. But other than that, Ratchet is a pretty solid figure. Now here we are in this last part of my comparisons. This is just the kicks and giggles section I just want to throw out there. This is Core Class Ratchet compared to Deluxe size figures and also a Voyager size figure, just for your viewing of your eyes. So now it's time for transformation. now that we have it transformed and in its alt mode, I must say that this ambulance for Ratchet does look a little sleek, but it also, to me, kind of looks like it's lacking in some paint details. Now, that's something that I could do myself, but that's just nitpicking. But I can't be too mad at a $10 figure and how much detail that I expect for them to put in it. But anyway, looking at it in vehicle mode, we can recognize it being an ambulance, and I'm okay with that. So here's where I get the issues with this figure. From just looking at it as a group, they look great. I'm glad we have gotten another Autobot Core class figure to help out with fellow leaders, Optimus Prime and so-called Hot Rod, but I really feel like it's Rodimus without the trailer. But anyway, they all look good together, like I was saying. Now, when it comes to scale, the scale is completely off. The scale is perfect in robot mode, but when it comes to vehicle mode, we all know Optimus Prime should way be bigger than Ratchet, and Hot Rod should not be bigger than Ratchet and Optimus Prime. So that is my only big gripe with the alt mode. And other than that, I mean, it looks good and it works great. So hopefully this shows you right here what I'm talking about. As you see, Rodimus is clearly longer. Prime is a little taller, but I feel like he should be beefier and bigger, of course. And Hot Rod should definitely not be bigger than an ambulance. So for the functionality of the vehicle, it does roll very well. I don't have any issues. So yes, you will be able to enjoy the rolling feature in the alt mode as much as you like. But let's go ahead and get ready to end this review and come out with the Yeah Bro figure rating section of this review to see if this is a pickup or a leave on a shelf figure. So the first category is the paint job, and the paint job is just average. It's nothing spectacular, nothing that you don't necessarily get with an ambulance. It's just the mere basics of what needed to be painted to distinguish this figure to be Ratchet. So I give this figure about a 6. So the next category is the molding. And yes, this is a brand new mold that Hasbro has given us, which will be later reused as Ironhide in the Core Class series. So I'm definitely looking forward to adding him there, to giving our 4th core size Autobot to combat the outnumbering Decepticons currently that are already released. With that being said, I don't have any issues with the molding on mine. I just want to tell you to be careful. I don't know why when I put the gun right here in the vehicle mode and thought it was the peg right there. So I spent it around, and as you see right here, there's no peg right there that clips into the side. So for storage, you can also tuck it inside the vehicle or just put it aside. But anyway, I don't recall Ratchet wielding 2 dual guns, so I'm okay with my Ratchet just having one. But the backup being basically inside the vehicle, I have no issues with that. And that's also extra storage, in my opinion. So that is a plus. So the last category is the execution and playability. And this figure has a tremendous amount of value in both of those subcategories that I'm telling you about. Now, when it turns into the vehicle mode, the wheels roll fine and there's nothing to hinder it. So that works wonders. And then also in robot mode with the tons of articulation, the waist articulation, the ball jointed head, arms, legs, and elbows and knees works perfect for this figure. So with all that being said, I have to rate that portion of this review a 10. So if you're interested in picking up this figure, I end up purchasing my copy from Amazon.com. So the link will be provided below that you can click on, and if it's in stock, you're welcome to go ahead and purchase your copy of this figure just like I did and enjoy this figure. So I end up paying, I think I paid $8.49 plus taxes. I think that's the going price right now. Between Amazon and Target price matching each other, I'm actually happy with the price and the competition to get my money. So hopefully it continues and it drives the price lower on these type of figures, which Hasbro has the market retail price at $9.99 plus taxes. Thank you once again, guys, for taking the time to watch my video. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support and also positive feedback. And thank you once again for taking the time to watch this video, because I know your time is very precious to you. Until next time, yeah, bro, I'll see you soon.